We all need to create different PDF documents on a regular basis for our business. And most of the time, we just use ChatGPT to generate the content of the document and then we paste it over to Google Docs, change the formatting, download it, and then send it over. But now, with these custom GPTs, we could automate the latter process as well. So, as you can see on screen, I started with create a document for me. So, I'm talking with my doc writer assistant and it asked me a couple of questions. I gave it the details that, okay, I want to generate this document. And then it gave me the content of the document, like, is it nice? If you want to add some changes to it, then I said, that's good, you can create the document. Now, what you could also do is tell it to make any changes. Maybe you could say that change the fifth point or elaborate more on the fourth point. So, accordingly, it would change that for you. And once the content has been finalized, it would create the document automatically for you. The document would be well formatted with all the formatting, all the boldness, everything. And you're going to get two links. So, first is the PDF version. So, as soon as you click on it, it downloads the PDF of the document in your system. Okay, and the second link is going to be the Google Doc for editing. So as you can see, the first link downloaded this, and if I click on the second one, I will go to Google Docs wherein I can make any edits if I want to. So if I show you the document, then it is going to look something like this. Yeah. So this is how the document looks like. It has been entirely generated by AI and did not change a thing. All the formatting, all these have been generated by itself. And I really like that personally. And I think this tool is very useful for most of us. And if you want to see how I build this custom GPT that generates documents like this, then stick till the very end because I'm going to show you the process. Hello everybody, my name is Yashva Jain. I'm the founder of Automates AI. We aim to automate businesses with the power of AI. And in this one, we're going to be automating documents for you. So let's get started. Okay, so to get started, you will have to click on this icon right here and you will see an option of My GPTs. As soon as you click that, you will see any of those GPTs that you have built so far. But here we're going to create a new GPT. So I'm going to click on create new GPT, and that will bring us to this tab. You have to click on the create tab. So this is a very simple process. It's going to ask you the name of the gpt, the description, the icon, etc., and you could just get that up. And yeah, not much needed here. Now I will show you the part that is really important. Okay, so this is the GPT that I had. The name, description, and icon doesn't matter that much. The thing that matters is the prompt as well as the action. Okay, so first let's go through the prompt. So you might have noticed that while creating the GPT, it created a prompt for you. So this one right here, if you want to keep it, you can keep it. If you want to get rid of it, you can get rid of it. Okay, but I have just had that, and then on top of that, I've added my own instructions. So basically, what are the guidelines to follow while creating the content? Okay, then how to call the action at the correct time, like initiate the create doc action here, right? And then some more information that it needs. I will make sure to paste this entire prompt in the description below so that you can use it for your GPT. Okay? Yeah. So then is the conversation starter. That is basically the first box that you see after clicking which you could start the conversation. So I have it as create a document for me. You could have anything else, but this seems way easier for myself as well as the GPT. So if you have set this up, then great, congratulations. Now it is time to set up the final action. Now, actions are basically API calls that take place that allow the GPT to talk to third party apps, right? So, in our case, a normal GPT wouldn't be able to create a whole document on its own. The most it could do is just give the content, but we basically want the entire document and hence an action. So to create the action, we're going to use another tool that is called make.com. Make.com is an automation software that allows us to create and design workflow automations. So you will find the prompt, the templates, the link to the tool in the description below. So you can go check it out and use my link for Make.com. It will give you a 14-day free trial as well, right? So once you have clicked the link, you have set up the account, now we can get into the automation part of it. Okay, so as you can see, now I am on my make.com account. I hope you have created the account and you're there too. So to create a new automation, you will have to click on this purple button that says create a new scenario. Here, scenario basically means automation. Okay, so I have the automation already set up for myself. As you can see, it is a pretty simple automation, just a trigger, an action, and a response back. That's it. Really simple. So you could just copy it from the screen. We start with the trigger. Trigger is basically whenever a new event happens. And in this case, it would be a webhook. Now, what it really means is that the ChatGPT custom GPT is going to trigger the automation via calling it through the webhook that is basically a URL. Okay, so you will have to come to webhooks, custom webhook, and generate a new webhook. And just keep this link with you. Okay, so the next one is Google Docs. So this would be creating the document. So you can select Google Docs and then create a document. Then you can add your particular Google Docs account here. And once that is set up, we will have to go back to the first module to make sure we have these up. So to do that, what you will do is you will go back to your custom GPT. You're gonna come here and click on create new action. So for myself, I already have it, but you will click on create new action. When you do, you will see a blank one in front of you. I have some content here, but you would see a blank one. So you don't need to change anything in the authentications tab. That is the best part here. But yes, you will have to add in the schema. Now, I will make sure to add this schema in the description below so that you can copy paste it. It will basically call the URL that we just now set up, and it's gonna give the information like the name of the document, the content, etc. And then, some response handling here. So yeah, don't worry about that. Just take it from the description below and make sure to replace this URL with your URL. Okay, where you will find your URL, you're gonna find it here. Okay, so as soon as you do that, just test it once. So when you will test it and run this, okay, 1 second. Yeah, so when you will test that and then run this module, you're going to see that you received a response. So let me just test it here in front of you. Okay, starting action, allow. Okay, so that's done. And let's come back here, and as you can see, it has got it. So the name of the document, sample document, and the content, sample content. So yeah, just do that once to get the fields. As soon as you do, come back to this and put the name of the document here and the content here. As simple as that. Okay, the very last step is the webhook response. Now, what that really means is that once we have created the document, we would want the downloading version of the document as well as the Google Doc version of the document to go back to the custom GPT so that we can access it directly. So you're going to set this module up and just paste this code in here. So I'm going to again add this in the description below and you can paste it up here. That's it. That's literally it. You could click on the save button and just turn on the automation from here. This one, just turn it on. Okay, and we are done with the make.com automation. Let's go back to our custom GPT, and to make sure everything for you, just see that this particular thing is there. So it should say create doc and then get method and no path. That if that is the case for you, then that means it is working all fine. Right, so let's go back here. Okay, so here we are. Now we are going to make some changes to the prompt. So just go back to this configure tab and click on instructions. Now, everybody wants different sorts of documents. Maybe you like concise documents, maybe someone else likes precise documents. So, what you could do is you can tell it here that how you would want your documents to be. So, you could add in guidelines right here. So, just put it here, right? So, for myself, let me just say stick to the point. So, okay. So, here I go, stick to the point, don't elaborate much, and maybe I like concise documents. Yeah. So you could add yours. Maybe you like precise documents. So you could say, I like precise documents. That's it. So once that is done, just click on close and then click on create. So for yourself, it's going to be create, but for me, it's update. So I will click on update, and we have the GPT ready. So now you can click on view GPT and give it a test. Okay, so let's test it live. I'm going to start with create a document for me. Okay, so these are the questions that it's going to ask. If you want to make any changes to this, again, do it in the prompt. If you want to add any knowledge to the document, add it to the knowledge base section. Okay, so first, the purpose of the document. So I'll just write answers to these and get back. Okay, so as you can see, the purpose of the document is going to be telling John the potential AI integrations for an e commerce brand. Then the raw text are basically the use case titles. So I was too lazy to write the entire description, so I just gave it the titles. So AI chatbots for website conversion, AI product image generation, AI ticketing system, AI customer support, automating parts of Shopify, automating product matching. And then I've told it to tell him that these are some general use cases. The intended audience is John, he is an e-com owner. Okay, so then the length is going to be 1 to 2 pages, and I would want to add 1 to 2 line description for each use case. So I've given it a very high level detail about what I want in the project, in the document, and you can actually add more and more detail to it. The more the better, but for now let's stick to this. Okay, so it is going to give you a draft of the document before generating the document directly, because you might want to change something. So, hi John, I hope this message finds you well. Then I wanted to share some AI integrations. First one, some descriptions, second one, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. These are just a few examples. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. So this looks exactly like how I would have written it, because as you can see, it doesn't sound very robotic. It sounds like human has written it. So I personally like it. And for your name, I'll just say my name is Yashika. So you could also add that to the prompt if you don't want to keep on telling it your name. But yeah, good for now. And then it's going to add my name. Yeah, good. Okay, so now I can finally tell it to start creating the document. Good. Create the doc. Now, as you can see, it has started the action. That means it is talking to this particular make.com automation, right? Now it's going to ask my permission, so I'm going to say allow. You could also say always allow, but I just like to give it permission every single time. Okay, that's done. Your document has been created. You can download the PDF or edit the document directly. So as you can see, I can either download it or edit it directly. So let's go with download first. And this is the document that it has generated. Can you believe it? It's amazing. So, as I said, a 1 or 2 page document telling the potential AI integrations for John's ecom brand, and there we have the document. Now, if you want to change any of the formatting or anything like that, you could just edit it in Google Docs and download another version of it. But I personally love it, and I would have sent this directly without changing a thing. So this was one example. This was the other that I showed you in the very beginning. So yeah, that's how we have automated our documents. Trust me, this is going to save you a lot of time, a lot of time. So get this one built for yourself. You will find all the links, all the code, everything in the description below so that you can set it up in no time. Okay, so that was it for the video. I hope you got value from the video. If you're a business owner who wants custom AI builds for their business that save them hundred of hours every single year, then don't forget to check out the description below and we can go from there. Meet you in the next video. Till then, bye.